Hey everybody, today I decided to try to make gorditas. I have never worked with corn flour before in my life, but here we are. The recipe called for 2 cups of the Maseca. I'm using a half cup measuring cup here, so I'll be dumping it 4 times. And then some baking powder, a little bit of salt. And then you're going to mix that all. Whisk it with your hand. Whisk it real good. I have about a tablespoon of oil here. And then the recipe called for 1 1/4 cup warm water. But I think all in all, I used probably about 1 1/2 cups. If I were to gander. Yeah, we're just making a dough. Just mix it all together until it forms a ball. And then at this point you want to knead for a while until it kind of becomes a nice, pliable. I don't know what this does, but everybody always does it when they show a dough ball. So then I covered it with a damp paper towel. From here I decided to shred some cheese. This is me trying to do it left-handed for the camera and realizing that it doesn't work out at all. So I pretend to keep doing it a little bit here, and then with movie magic, swing. There we go. So I'm going to put that inside the gorditas. So that's some pepper jack that I got shredded up. I'm going to put that in a bowl and put it aside. Here I got some tri-tip that has already been marinated in soy, garlic, and sesame. I am patting it dry so I can get a nice sear on it, because that's what I've been told by all the YouTube channels to do. I'm just going to pat it all dry. Here I got some oil in a hot skillet. And always place it away from you in hot oil so you don't burn yourself. It's also what the great chefs on YouTube tell me. So we're going to fry those up a few minutes on each side until it got a nice color, and then we're going to remove them from the hot skillet. Repeat the process, obviously. Little tiny piece, don't get left behind. Yep, from there I put some onions in the hot pan and started sauteing those up a little bit. Added some seasonings because I'm a Dorcas. I forgot to film that part. But I did put in salt, white pepper, cumin, smoked paprika, some garlic powder, and I think that might be it. And then I stirred that all around, and then once all that got cooked down, I deglazed it with some apple cider vinegar. And what I also didn't show is I put about a half a cup of warm water in there to deglaze it. And that's off on the side, simmering down. Here we have the tri-tip that you got to cut against the grain. And then put that all in with the veggies and mix it all up. The dogs were definitely at my feet hoping I'd drop a piece at this point. Here's me trying to film left-handed and stir at the same time and not drag it off the stovetop. I decided I was going to add some jalapenos and some bell peppers to this. I have some frozen in my freezer, obviously, because that's where frozen things go. But I had chopped these up when I found them on sale, and I just stuck them in my freezer. So, budget tip. Don't forget to taste it for seasoning. Here we go. Me trying to make dough, or the dough thingies. Anyways, my goal here is to make a disc. And then once that's all, see, I got way too technical. I realized after a minute, after I stopped filming, yeah, there I got some water because it was a little bit dry. But after I stopped filming this part, I realized I didn't have to be so technical, and I could just keep it in my hand and yeah, I didn't have to press it down or anything. I didn't have to do all this. I could have just kept it in my hand. Didn't have to be perfect. And then you add a little cup sort of pressing down motion just for a place for the cheese to go. And once you have that all spread out, add a pinch of cheese. And then roll it all up together and make another ball. And then make it into a disc again. And then you have these cool little corn cheese discs that you fry up. I'm loving these. These were so delicious. These are my first time having them, first time trying to make them. I just happened to be on YouTube and I saw someone make these and I was like, that doesn't seem too hard. I have Maseca in my pantry. I should try it. So here we go. Yeah, and that's just me showing you how to make a perfect little disc of cheese dough. But again, doesn't have to be perfect. Yay, a little puck. Alright, so I got all those done, and now we're gonna shallow fry them in the pan. Again, away from you, not towards you with hot oil. That's how people get hurt. Do them in batches so you don't crowd the pan. And you fix any holes if you find them. You can add some extra dough or get your finger wet and push it together. Ooh, see, that splashing? That could have been me. Or on me, I guess. Anyways, I'm really bad at flipping things and I couldn't find my real spatula, so I had to use that. Anyways, second batch. Here we go. And mistakes do happen. That's okay. This was still delicious, and it was the chef's tax, you know. And there we go. And I put this on top of mine because I didn't feel like cutting it open.